Welcome back to Talkin Dribble, episode 18, footy ep. It's been a interesting week of football. It's didn't really make any sense this whole round, but welcome, Jakey.
No, thanks, man. Very interesting week this week. I'm not sure. You can't tell if teams are good or if teams are bad. Like it was a complete shit show. Like Geelong lost, didn't see that coming. Brizzy nearly lost to West Coast, didn't see that coming. It was a crazy week of football.
Yeah, for those listening and can't actually see us, we thought we need to remain impartial in the Talkin Dribble pod. We obviously chat a lot of doggies, but we thought we need to remain impartial. But we wanted to rep the Pies Guernsey today. We wanted to rep the Magpies. They've
show a bit of respect to them. They had a good game. They got a good win. I just love their colours, just the classic green. It's quality, and it was a good game of football, wasn't it?
Like, it was fair.
Very fair.
Pies just fronted up. It was basically their best 26 against our best 18, and that's all you can ask for, really. That's all you can ask for.
It was a great game. It was a great game. Very fair, not biased at all. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I have never seen such blatant disrespect to a club in my life.
Just on our 100th year anniversary.
Yep.
Just to really, I can't even find the words. Just the disrespect. That's what comes to mind. The disrespect.
Collingwood are cheats. That's all I'm saying.
I've never been so flat in my life. The umpiring calls at the end were just atrocious.
It got to the point. So we were at the game.
Yeah.
We were sitting there enjoying our time. The first three quarters were actually good. Like the umpiring wasn't terrible across the whole game. It was somewhat even for the first half, and then it got to a point where we were like, oh, holy shit, can we get a free kick?
Yeah.
Okay, holy shit, can we get a free kick?
And then it's just like, you know what? No. Is that Dacos near the ball? Here, take another 5 free kicks.
Yeah.
It's like, Bailey Dale, did the ball hit his chest? Oh, no, that's insufficient intent. Like, what are we doing here? I've
always loved Dacos. Like, I wanted him to win those few Brownlows. Bro, they've got a different rule book for that bloke.
Yeah.
Honestly. Different rule book.
It was just complete fuckery.
Like, he's a gun. That's well said.
Yeah.
That's well said. He's a good player. Like, he's a good player, but holy shit.
Can't touch him.
Nah.
Can't touch him. You can't tell me Bailey Dale hits the ball his chest, goes out of bounds, give it deliberate, and then Dacos just runs out of bounds.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. It definitely didn't help that it was like 70-30 Pies fans.
Yeah.
They had the G just roaring down on them. But, look, we got a couple of free kicks at the start. We had a few shockers go our way. But then, 33-14? Are you kidding me? Atrocious. I know it doesn't have to be even. I know the free kick count doesn't have to be even. But that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I've called it right now. That is some bullshit. And we got robbed. But you know what? Hats off to the Pies. You know, you beat our VFL side. It's just great game. Great game of footy. You guys looked really good. Great stuff for the old aged care system. Really proud of them.
I've been on Hot Pies for a while. Since McRae got there, I was happy, but fuck, I'm off them.
I've never been. I just hate them now. Just completely hate them. Fuming.
Like, they played well. There were some good players, like Pendlebury and Sidebottom, they stepped up. Dacos, I don't know where those 40 touches came from. Like, 39, I don't know where. He played well, but holy shit. Like,
just giving him touches. Giving him free touches. Far out. Darcy Moore got fathered by Sam Darcy, so that was good to see. Yeah. That was great to see.
We should speak about the positives. Sam Darcy, holy shit, that was a coming out game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big coming out game.
And we came up with a little nickname for him.
We did. Bit of Samka Dasan Yama.
Samka Dasan Yama. What's that originate from?
So just his resemblance to Victor Wembanyama, just the alien in the NBA.
He's an alien.
What
do you do with an alien? What do you do with him?
Alien things.
Bro, he's doing alien things.
It was crazy. The mitts on that man. So far away from his body as well, so high up.
Yeah.
He's a different breed.
He's got super glue on his mitts. He actually does. It just sticks.
He does.
The only time he lost the contest was when the umps was like, nah, buddy, you got the red one, blue one.
It's like, you got 3 blokes grabbing your arm? Nah, that's on you. That's on you.
You're pushing them off.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. That's what they do. The umps just shit calls late, and it was pretty disrespectful.
Yeah, but no, Sam Darcy kicked 4 goals too. Could have had 6. He hit the post twice.
Yeah, one of them was walking into goal as well. That was shattering.
That was, you definitely want that moment back. But that was about the only foot he put wrong. Like, he was great. What a target. Darcy Moore looked helpless on him. Like, you can't defend him one-on-one.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Yeah. And that's why they had to send like 3 bodies to him, which didn't help. Norton really didn't help him out in this game. We needed a bit more from him, especially with Darcy bringing in so much, like bringing 3 blokes to him each contest. Needed Norton to kind of step up a bit and show a bit of leadership in that forward line. Yeah. But that didn't happen. But look, one thing we did see, Timmy English, a few struggles there. Wasn't his best game. Had a good fourth quarter, but looked a bit slow around the ground, which was a bit disappointing. We needed a bit more from him as well. Yeah,
his second efforts definitely can improve on the second efforts. But tell you what, love seeing Libba lead from the front. I thought he was actually best on ground, to be honest. Like 34 disposals and a goal. Bro,
he was everywhere.
He just wanted the ball. Just wanted it.
That was a good thing. Our veterans stepped up. Like our older players, Matt Kennedy, absolute star. We raved about him last week, but he's just been huge for us. Ed Richards, all Australian year so far. Bailey Dale, huge second half.
He only had the 10 touches at half time, finished with 31.
31. So absolutely
dominated.
Cooked me in Supercoach. Yeah. Like, I was like, fuck. He dropped like 140 odd on me or something.
Yep.
Right, it was good, but one of the highlights of the day, everyone's been raving about this whole hockey ball running out to Fiend. Bro, the pups. One shot by Eminem, strolling out with the Doggies logo flashing on the big screen. That gets your blood boiling.
Yeah, that was
that had my blood boiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, boys.
It cut too short. It should have kept going for longer.
That was the one downside. It definitely cut way too short. We needed that for longer. Because it got me buzzing. But
it got me buzzing, but it didn't get me buzzing like our old intro used to. The Western Bulldogs taking over. Taking over.
That's a good song.
We definitely missed that.
Definitely petition to bring that back.
For sure.
Maybe a little Western Bulldogs and Talkin Dribble collaboration there. Could be on.
But no, it was actually a great atmosphere on the Friday night there. Doggy's 100th year anniversary. Like Bob, he was telling stories before the game, taking us through the Doggies' history. It was a big tone setter.
Love a bit of Bob's storytelling.
Yeah, he was great. He was just parked up on a couch before the game at the G in front of 70,000. It was actually the biggest home and away crowd for the Dogs ever.
It had me concerned though. Yeah. This whole build up to the game, I'm like, all this, and we could just get blown out
honestly,
by like 40.
Get flogged.
Yeah. I was like, we're just setting ourselves up for failure here. But it was good. We saw Bont on the ground. That just makes your day. Just want to see him out there on the field.
I for sure thought he was going to take off his shoes and there was cleats underneath and just fucking...
Just get in there. Just rally around the lads. Just get the boys pumping. Yeah. I know. It didn't happen though. But I think as Dogs fans, we got to be happy with that game. Like we did as well as we could. Obviously, we had some external factors that definitely set us back. But apart from that, the pups did super well. I was super impressed.
Yeah, Lob punched a bloke and got off.
Did see that. So you can't accidentally run over a bloke's head, but you can punch a bloke in the face.
Yeah, so, make him bleed. I think that actually was caused by his goggles or his glasses. But yeah, Lob did punch a bloke. I thought for sure he'd get a week or something just because it's the head, but there was no concussion or anything. So
that was the shattering part after the game. Yeah. We just got done and we're like, and we're probably going to lose our best backman.
Yeah,
but Liam Jones, could be back this week.
Yep.
So he needs to get a test. That's huge.
That'd be great. With Liam Jones and Roy Lobb defending Curnow and Mackay, if they're healthy, that's perfect timing if he comes back in. But,
no, we love it.
Yeah.
But we should move on. Yeah. Enough Dogs talk for a bit. We'll probably come back to it. I think there'll be a few references there. But it was a good Thursday night game.
Yeah, it was.
Baggers v Hawk. A lot going on. Obviously, Baggers still struggling, so they're still pretty shit right now. Yep. I don't think there's much bouncing back from losing to Richmond. Yeah. But I thought they competed well against the old Hawkball, but Hawkball did prevail to be too good.
Yeah, what was it, 20 points in the end? Newcomb dominated. He was probably BAG, 32 touches. Like, he dominated. Yeah. He was all over. Will Day, 26, Massimo, 25. So the midfield, that unit, stepping up, and then their forward line. Just that. They just got the blokes up there. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Joel kicked 3. I think, Wizard 2, Hardwick 2, Gunston 2.
Good. And they played him up the ground a bit as well. Yeah. Looked pretty lethal. But seriously, how the hell did Essendon let D'Ambrosio go?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
He'd be
How
looking
can we
pretty
do
good on
something like that?
in a Bombers jersey. They'd be needing him right now. Holy
Big
shit.
time. Big time. But you can just see Hockball play a Sam Mitchell game style to a T.
Yeah.
Like, you can really see the team resembles their coach. He's just got them playing fast pace. There's just a lot of grunt about them. They're super class, just super class. Their kicking is elite.
Yeah.
Their field kicking is top tier. Like, it's good to watch that and then see, like, pups, we used to play like that a bit. We don't look like that anymore. But it overshadowed baggers completely. They just don't have that. They don't have that leading kicker that can just hit someone up on the tits in the forward line. And that's what the forwards were getting all game for Hockball.
Yeah.
Like, where baggers, Curnow just didn't have that delivery that they had.
I actually saw a stat that Hawks, so they're 3-0. The other two times they've started their season 3-0, they've won the grand final.
It's not happening.
So, Hawk footy, you haven't rated it at all. People have been coming for you. People have been coming. Freo finishing top, Hawkball.
Yeah, well, it's
missing the
only
8.
3 games into the season.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Just saying, let's not get our hopes up about this whole Hockball.
It's looking real
It could
good.
still be fake.
Charlie Curnow played.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, apparently. Didn't really see much of
See
him.
any of him.
He was
None of him.
the only time I actually did see him was when he was playing up the ground, and I'm like, buddy, what are you doing up there, Vossi?
Yeah.
What is Vossi doing?
I don't know, but apparently they run out games pretty well.
Oh, there'd be no reason to think they don't. No reason to think they don't.
He, after a comment like that, he's on heavy Elly Kunderwood watch. He's got to be careful here.
Absolutely. He was. Could he be featuring later in this ep? We don't know.
That's what we got to see, but he's got to be very careful. He's walking a very thin line right now.
Yeah. Every Carlton fan's coming for him.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming for him. Like, people want him gone, and we don't want to be saying that. Like, this is people's livelihoods. But
He's in a prelim a couple of years ago, and they've been destroyed by injuries. Like, last season, I don't think was on them. They got demolished by injuries. But yeah, this season has not been a good start. But you could see, as bad as Mackay was round 1, they definitely needed him. When you're going up against Barris, Sicily, and Battle destroyed them.
Yep.
But you got three elite defenders taking on Curnow, and they just don't have like the small forwards or anything around to pick up those crumbs. I thought Motlop had a better game than he did against Richmond, but he still just, I don't know, doesn't have that star factor about him at all.
when you look at them, they're smalls, and then you look at Hawks. Like, Hawks just, bro.
Wizard, you got Guinea, you got Dylan Moore, just some absolute studs around the ground.
They just don't know. Hawks fans just don't know what going for a shit team is like. They just don't.
I think they just need to learn how to tank.
Yeah.
Just be shit.
Yeah.
Just be shit.
Do what Essendon's doing.
Yeah.
Tank for like 20 years.
Just let some other teams have some fun.
Yeah.
There's some lower class teams. Let the North Melbournes of the league come up. Let the Doggies come up.
That's it. Dons v Crom. So Saturday game. Crom.
Flag Crom's here.
They're looking good. They're looking really good.
That three-headed snake down forward, mentioned it last week, looked even more lethal this week. We saw more of Tex this week.
Yep.
Thing is, like, we're Doggies fans. We've been raving about Sam Darcy, but Riley Thilthorpe, that man is a gun. He pushed up the ground as well, was making elite kicks. Like, his field kicking as well is lethal. That big 3, along with like Rochelle as well as a small forward, that forward line, they just score.
They kicked at least 5 goals in every quarter.
Yeah.
And 5 was the least. Like, they kicked like 7, 8 goals in multiple quarters. Bro.
Imagine if you're an Essendon fan and you check the scores and you're like, oh, we scored 100 points. Yeah. And then you're like, holy fuck, we lost by 10 goals. we scored 100 points and lost by 10 goals. Yeah. What are you meant to do with that?
Essendon just drop off so quick. Like, obviously Merritt, 36 touches, 4 goals, bro. He balled out. Couldn't have done much better. If anyone had a game like that, you'd think you'd won, probably.
Nothing else there. Dylan Shield off the halfback is just a failed experiment. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be surprised there's talks possibly getting dropped this week.
Just put him anywhere but the halfback.
The halfback
honestly.
just doesn't work. McGrath, very disappointing. Another Mackay masterclass. So we copped a little flack for that last week, but he backed it up with just another elite game, didn't he? Just an elite bagman back there.
We still haven't quite spotted him this year. We still haven't found him.
Neither Mackay brothers. They both went missing on the weekend.
Yeah.
One didn't rock up, and one practically didn't rock up as well.
Was that Harry out there?
That's the thing.
They might have just chucked in Harry and be like, mate, we just need you to do anything. Just do anything. Mark it.
Yeah. He couldn't.
To be fair, there was actually some times where he was okay, but as soon as the ball hits the ground, like, he's an aerial threat, obviously, but when the ball hits the ground, it's like, buddy, there's 5 defenders out there. He just can't run.
And that's the thing. I'm not saying he's a shit player, but when you're getting paid top of the market money, you got to be a half-decent backman.
Yeah.
But obviously he doesn't have much help down there. Ridley not being there definitely didn't help him and stuff. And when you're going up against a forward line that lethal and a midfield who's getting them the ball that well, it's gonna be a tough day at the office for you boys.
It's Don's fans going through it right now. There's not really much to like at the moment. Like, they chucked up 100 points, so you got to love that. But just forward of the ball, behind the ball, like, there's just no depth to this team. And Crom, they snapped a 2,822-day win streak, losing streak at the MCG. So they hadn't won a game for so long.
Impressive.
And they got over that hump. And Matty Nix is like, maybe the guy is actually a decent coach.
Looks like it. It looks like it. Oh, I'm very high on Crom right now. I wasn't high at the start of the year. I saw their win total was like 11.5. I'm like,
you chucked the under, didn't you?
Did. I think you chucked the unders.
Wouldn't be me.
Don't be throwing me under the bus here. You know, the one special thing about the old Essendon Dons is, did you see Sammy Draper snaps it from anywhere on the ground?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking right in front of the goal, snaps it.
He was literally the top of the goal square.
Top of the goal square.
Yeah.
And like he built up the suspense. He was straight, looking like he's going to do a drop punt. You can hear the crowd getting him behind, and then he turns over and the crowd just loses it. He's just playing mind games.
He is.
It's like, screw winning. Let's get into the crowd. Let's feed the energy.
To be fair, he was 3 for 3. He was 3 for 3, so you can't knock it. But it's a bizarre thing to do, that's for sure.
Definitely caught me off guard.
But Bombers fans going through it, Crom, you got to be happy. Got to be happy with those first two performances.
Looking legit.
Okay, Port v Tigs.
Yeah, look, that was a bloodbath. Yeah. I picked it. Obviously, you didn't, since you tipped them, didn't you?
I tipped the Tigers, yeah.
Yeah. Not sure what that's about. Not sure what that's about.
It was tough. It was kind of just throwing a tip away, but. Yeah, to be honest, big snooze fest this game. Like, it was very just like, from the word go, Paul were just dominating him.
Yeah. Big back to reality check for the Tigs. They had their special game last week, which you love to see. We didn't expect, I didn't pick them to win a game. So they've done more than they've needed to. They got
already
the dub.
Exceeded expectations past week one. They gave every AFL fan the best start to a season, or best start to round one, knocking off the Blues.
Yep.
And come back to earth for the Tigs. They're shit.
Yep.
They're young.
Rosie killed him. I think Rosie had 39 touches as well.
Yeah.
Just a big captain's knock. Obviously, it was only against the Tigs, but a big captain's knock to bounce back from them getting demolished the week before. So, we love it.
Yeah, Kenny can silence the haters for a week. You know, the Port fans can save their ink. Don't have to write anything on the Port facilities this week.
Was it him, though, or was it Josh Carr?
That's the thing.
We'll never know.
Ken Carr.
You never know.
All right, Saints v Cattery.
Didn't see this one coming.
No.
Didn't see this one coming at all.
Tell you what, Jack McRae's pretty good at football.
Nah, I think they've got to get him out of the midfield, though, don't they?
Tell you what, would look good in the Doggies midfield.
Wouldn't mind seeing him there.
Would look good. We should probably aim to get someone like that. Or at least if we had a player like that, we shouldn't let go of him.
But you would never let go of a bloke like him.
No, you wouldn't.
He's too good with the ball.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck me. He was dominant. He was
dominant,
absolutely dominant, just all over it. I know a lot of people say that he's they reckon wasted touches and stuff because it's a lot of handballing game. But bro, his handballs.
If McRae is wasted touches, what's Sam Walsh?
Yeah, exactly.
They're very similar.
He's just wasted. Yeah, I don't see what Walsh does. I'd take McRae right now. Bro, he makes smart plays. He's a quick player. He's quick with his hands. He's one of the quickest with his hands in the entire league, I reckon. Just fits. Bro,
his clearance work is insane. He's literally on his knees and just, the way he can handball out to those outside mids. Yeah. That's why you'd think Steele his form would be looking a bit better in these first few weeks because he's getting that, he doesn't have to do the dirty work like he's had to in these last few years, but he's still looking, not great. Windhager was great.
Yep.
Up forward. Millerer, he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid.
Bloody Mason Wood was good. Had 26 touches, 2 goals.
Yep.
He looked pretty classy. They can kind of plug him around anywhere as well. And then Rowan Marshall destroyed in the run.
I think he's probably their best player, to be honest, Rowan Marshall.
Yeah.
Sinclair's good off the half back, but Rowan Marshall, when he's playing well, and I don't know what it is, Saints, they just turn up against the Cats.
They do.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how good they were actually against the Cattery.
I thought this was going to be a bloodbath as well. Yeah, Cattery coming off a big win against Freo, going to take care of Sainers, but Sainers just play well.
They just play well. Big, who was actually huge for him? Only had the 10 touches, but every time I looked up, I felt like he was around the contest, and they missed him last week. Was Mitch Owens.
Yeah.
Kicked 2 as well, but he looked really good. He was around the contest at all times. I thought he was a pivotal part. Obviously, only the 10 touches, but I don't know. Watching the game, I thought he played a huge role for him. But you could see the Cattery missed Baz a bit. He definitely missed that run and gun player a bit in Baz.
And then Stewart basically didn't play. Like I think it's a PCL. Maybe we're not sure what the severity, but
I think they've cleared him though, haven't they?
Oh, they've cleared him.
Yeah, I thought I saw something yesterday saying he may have been cleared. So hopefully you hate seeing injuries.
Yeah, no, you do. But tell you what, the Cats investigation has taken a turn. Their little audit. Old mate who's doing the audit worked for the Cats for 6 years.
He was their chief operating officer for 6 years.
How does that make sense? It's like, hey mate, we need you to really take this serious and look into what the Cats are doing, if they're paying anyone with these cash, these farms, just handing out farms left, right and centre. I don't know where they're getting these acres from. We need you to take this serious because we don't want any cheating. Yeah. And it's like, hey mate, I actually worked there.
I actually worked there.
But I'm an honest guy.
I was the one paying him. It's like,
he's the one who did it. He's the one who fucking did it.
He's just on his own ass. They're going to get away with this. They're going to get away with this.
Killing a bloke and then it's like, look, we're going to send you to court, but you can decide how long you go to prison for. You can be the judge.
Just be honest. Just be honest. That's all we're asking for.
It's okay. Make that make sense. Cattery, they're just one step ahead. They've got men in the actual AFL now.
The entire AFL's compromised by the Cattery.
The Cattery running the AFL.
They are.
They're running the league.
They're doing something up there. It's impressive. It's impressive. Hats off to them.
Obviously, the investigation's making some kind of impact because they lost the Sainers. But
yeah, 100%.
Oh well, should we move on to the first Sunday game?
Yeah,
Lions v Eagles.
Another near upset.
Yeah.
Bro, Wet Toast got on top of them very early.
Up like 4 goals quarter time. They were killing them.
It was great. It was great to watch.
Yeah.
Like, good signs. Timmy Kelly picked it up.
Yep.
Harley Reid's copping a lot of flack.
Yeah, he is.
But seriously, the kid, he's 19.
Yeah.
Like, let's
we need to chill.
Let's chill on him a bit. But he did flip the crowd. Yeah, I did see that.
He did do that.
So, look, probably not his best form. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a bit of fun.
Oh, think how much he'd be copping. Like, think how much just the stuff people would be saying to him. Someone was bringing tissues to him, like this 60-year-old bloke.
That's what I find the funniest thing. And even we're guilty of it. Yeah. And Dogs fans with Dacos, but you see all these just middle-aged blokes just losing their marbles at kids. Like these guys are kids. Yeah, Harley Reid's, he might be 20?
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's 20. He is 19.
Yeah.
He's a kid.
Yeah, think the pressure he's on week to week.
He's losing our marbles.
He's coming off a great rookie season. He's had 2 flat-ish games, and everyone's just getting stuck at him. It's like, guys, let's chill. He's a kid. Yeah, let Harley Reid breathe a bit. Yeah, he's going to be fine. But you've got to be happy as a Lions fan, getting over the hump. Wasn't your best game. These are the games when you start bad against a team you didn't expect West Coast to play like this in the first quarter. They just gradually came back.
100%.
Lachie Neale was back in his best form. He had 10 touches last week. Responded with 35.
I think it shows how good James Jordan might be as a tagger for the Swans.
He did a job on Sarong.
Again.
Bro, shut him down.
Bro, I thought it was me out there at quarter time seeing how narky Dane Zorko was. I was like, is that Dane Zorko? Was that narky Jakey? I was like, bro, he was getting up him.
Getting stuck into the line. That was at quarter time, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting stuck into the back line.
Leadership group and stuff. Because apparently there were a lot of handballs on offer and they just weren't hitting them. And a bit of tunnel vision out on the old Brisbane.
It happens. But Harris Andrews, Jared Berry, they were looking good.
Yeah.
They were just marking everything. They controlled the game basically after the first quarter, and just kind of slowly chipped away. And
100%.
They were the better team, but West Coast, good effort.
Yeah, criminal making them play in Brizzy at 32 degrees in the afternoon.
Did you know what time it was at?
What was it?
10 o'clock.
It was 10 o'clock.
Yeah. 10 o'clock. That's crazy.
Yeah, look, that's
very early morning.
Not on. Yeah, that is not on at all. No wonder these blokes are just absolutely cooked. Yeah. But that's right. Bro, another, I reckon, fairly interesting kind of a shock of a game was the Kangas getting up on the Ds.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard. I ended up tipping them.
Yep.
Didn't know I tipped them. Thought I tipped Melbourne. I remember you went to the game, but I was telling you, I think you were saying, I've tipped Kangas. I'm like, nah. Bro, Melbourne's not losing. They looked good last week. I'm like, they're not losing. Yeah, no. Quarter time, I checked and I tipped the Kangas.
Yeah.
How good's this?
And it was actually close majority of the game, but Roos, start to finish, they were better. They were the better team on the day. And the last quarter, I think they kicked 8 goals. Bro, they dominated the Demons in that last quarter. And Melbourne, they just have nothing going for them up forward. And to be fair, backline, Stephen May's injured. Lever was kind of limping all day. But up forward, bro, they got nothing. Cozzy's going to come back, but North, they're
Yeah.
They're a scary team.
Huge weekend for the shin boners.
Yeah.
LDU, very good at football.
Yeah.
Quite
Quite
impressive.
I swear he's got like an accelerator. Like he's just run on, zooms away.
Right.
He's,
It was insane. Oh, it's like watching Prime Benny Poyser back in the day. That's what I heard a lot of references. I was like, bro, have you seen LDU play? Bit of Benny P about him. I was like,
we do
doesn't
get
surprise
compared a
me.
lot. We do. But
No, I get that. But you know who else was very good at football on the weekend? Nick Larkey.
yeah.
Backed it up again. Your Coleman pick's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, that whole forward line, honestly. Nick Larkey, Paul Curtis, Cam Zurha, they dominated. Like Cam Zurha, 4 goals and he had the most score involvements in the game, I think, and then Paul Curtis was up there as well.
He's been a real surprise because he was good last weekend as well.
He was.
He looked really good. Someone who didn't look too good. And I said he was back last weekend, but I was a bit disappointed with him this weekend, and that is the old Christian Petrarca.
Yeah.
I don't know, just doesn't look like the track we know.
Doesn't look too engaged with the team. I don't know. It's it's supposed to be all love,
That's what we
and
heard
we're not
all
really
season.
feeling the love, at least from neutral supporters.
ELE, man. Everybody love everybody, and it doesn't feel like there's love everywhere, especially from old Goodwin to Gorney, throwing that man under the bus.
Look, prayers out or sending love to Gorney and his family, but holy shit, what a drive-by.
Bro, I couldn't believe it. Throw a man under while he's under. Like, I was blown away.
It's like, mate, he's had a bad game, but he's going through some shit.
Going
It's
through
like,
some shit.
buddy, read the room.
Christian Cherry just absolutely blew his back out, but he's going through shit. So,
Fuck.
it's like, what is
Yeah,
what is that? Captain to coach in shambles.
I know.
Couldn't believe
couldn't
it.
be happy. He apparently was pretty surprised by Goody mentioning that, which you would be.
He would be. Every now and then, I feel like Goody just throws something out there to the Wolves. It's like, I feel like we could have kept that in-house.
Yeah.
It's like, no. He's just,
I
I
know,
feel like
it's
he's
like-
trying to save Gorney's back, but it backfired
It
heavily.
backfired heavily. I think he probably said too much. He probably didn't want to say as much as he did.
Yeah.
And then he was just kind of, it was
Caught
just
up
a
in the
snowball effect and he just kept going. It's like, Goody, stop talking. And he just kept talking. It's like, fuck. Stop it.
Literally
Put the
out there.
shovel down.
You had the devil on one shoulder, just
Yeah.
telling him, keep going, keep going, keep kicking, keep
Yeah.
kicking. Yeah, and it's caught up with him. So tough day, tough weekend for the old Melbourne Demons.
Yeah, and it was good. Being at the game, it was actually like, well, there was 28,000 fans there. So, ski season has officially started early. Demons fans getting their Kathmandu's. Fuck all people there. But where I was sitting, we were surrounded by a few North fans, and I've never seen North fans so up and about. They were looking like, holy shit.
You could see,
We're
you could
good.
see on the TV. I'm like, bro, fans, there's a bit of hope in these eyes.
Oh, blokes were like, they were stunned. They didn't know what to do. The shin boners were up.
Very up and
The
about.
shin boners had shin boners.
Yeah,
And
I
it
got
was-
one of my mates, big North fan. He is buzzing. He is buzzing next level. He was very flat I watched the game with him last weekend. Extremely flat. Very disappointed. Was very flat with Alistair Clarkson. It's a whole different mentality this weekend for the boys. Everyone's loving a bit of Clarko.
And Charlie Comben, he was a brick wall up in the back line.
Yep.
He had sticky mitts as well. Few cases of the sticky mitts this round.
It's running
and he definitely had whatever those, super glue in his mitts. I don't know, but he was looking great.
Yeah, love it.
But,
you know who didn't look great here for the second week in a row is the old Fremantle Dockers. My top spot for the entire season is not looking too good.
Not looking great. Look, it's early, but fuck, I don't know. John Longmire spoke of this, really innovative system that they were hiding pre-season.
Yeah, in the Indigenous game, he said, we're just hiding stuff.
Yeah, look, I don't know if they lost that, the book. I don't know if they lost that, if they were hiding this system on like a computer file and
Where
it
is this stuff?
got whopped. But they probably need to get IT on that and find that system again because they haven't been using it.
No, they haven't been using it one bit.
No.
They look shit across the board. Nothing.
Just boring.
The one highlight was they finally put Luke Jackson back in the ruck and kept him there.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, no, he can play everywhere. He can play on the wing. He can play down forward. No, he can't. He's a ruckman. Leave him in the ruck.
Maybe he could be one of the best ruckmen in the league,
Yeah.
so maybe just leave him there.
Maybe leave him there.
But they're averaging the second least amount of points in the first 2 rounds, only more than West Coast. So Perth, Western Australia, struggling.
Hey, we got the Perth battle this weekend though, so it's going to be a huge
Big
game.
nap game.
Yes.
Big nap game. I'll be
Have they
looking
plugged him
forward
on
to
the
that.
Sunday Arvo? You'd
Of course
have
they
to.
have.
You'd have to.
Sunday night snooze fest.
Right where they're comfortable. But that's where they were comfortable this week. They had them Sunday.
Yeah.
Right where they're comfortable.
That's the thing.
You know?
You'd think they'd turn up, be like,
The
thanks.
lights weren't too bright.
Yeah.
But the lights were too bright.
Yep.
They were way too bright for these young pups.
Way too bright. They were winning most of the game, and then Joel Marty's just like, lads, wait a minute. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Swans needed that win. They have the bye this round, so if they were going in 0-3, there would have been a lot of questions on old Dean Coxey.
Yeah. Good to see him get a win. I was very happy for him, but Longmuir in absolute shambles.
Yeah, absolute shambles. Really, to be honest, is he the head coach? His position is, like, I don't know, he could be the water boy.
Bro, he could be their janitor.
He
Who
could
knows?
be the janitor. So maybe, is there pressure on the janitor?
Yeah, big time. Big
We
time.
don't know.
It's that job's in definite need.
That's
So,
is that basically it for the round 2 chatter?
Yep.
Should we move on to just our better Brownlow?
Yeah.
Reel off our top 5 players of the rounds. I'll start with the one vote.
Yeah.
So, one vote, we got Connor Rosie.
Yeah,
Big
love it.
performance for Port against Richmond. We only gave him the one vote because it is against the Tigs. So,
Yeah.
39 touches, 2 goals, dominated.
He was gun. With the 2 votes, we have Tom Liberatore. Absolute, just captain's knock, like we mentioned before. Just he was everywhere, just setting the tone for the pups.
Yeah.
Just lost to the better teams in that game.
It's a better team.
So it
26
hurts.
good players out there. Fuckers. Anyway, 3 votes, Zach Merritt. 36 disposals, 4 goals. They lost by 10 goals, but you can't disrespect that kind of knock.
Right. He put the team on his back. Like you're talking about, they still scored 100 points. So he did as much as he could. Just didn't have much help at all. No. But someone who did just put the team on their back huge, probably the best ruckman in the league right now is Tristan Cherry. Yeah. He was all over the ground. You're talking about going up against a multiple-time All-Australian ruckman who's just ran the league for the last how many years and just destroyed him. Yeah. Destroyed him so much that he's turned his coach on him. So it's pretty impressive stuff. He deserved the 4 votes there.
Do you know so he kicked a goal. North, they actually play Sherry at the games when he kicks a goal. Yeah,
just fucking with me.
No, it started playing and I was like, I've heard this one. And I'm like, Sherry.
A bit of Jersey boys action.
I'll get into it. Okay, 5 votes. So best player of the round according to us, Jordan Dawson.
Yeah, love it.
He was everywhere.
Back-to-back weeks of 10 coaching votes.
Yeah, didn't get on the Better Brownlow Award list last week, which he was probably flat about. But he got the 10 coaches votes both weeks, and now he got the 5 Better Brownlow votes. So
some will say that's bigger. Some will say that
people would say.
Well, it is better.
It's better.
It is better.
So that's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the week. Few snubs, like Sam Darcy definitely could have been on there.
Yeah, 100%.
Nick Dacos wasn't even close. We didn't really even mention him.
No, I'm sure they're just giving him extra touches.
Yeah.
He didn't have 39.
I thought McRae he could have been on there. But,
yeah, Roll Marshall's stiff as well. He had a huge week. But I like it. That's a great Better Brownlow right there.
Yeah, it is.
We'll move on to just the award everyone's just thinking about. It's like all week I could just hear the chirp. It's like, who's going to be on this? Who's going to be on this? Yep. And that's the big Elly Kunderwood Award. Yeah. It's a massive moment. It's a massive moment. There was a lot of Elly Kunderwood glimpses
had
throughout
a few
the
people
week.
send stuff to us, be like, Elly Kunderwood watch, and we're like, look, there's only 3 places that
can
can
fit so much buffoonery in 1 week.
Yeah. A lot of wobblehead behaviour. But do you want to start with the 1 vote or no? I'll start with the 1 vote.
Yeah, start with the 1 vote.
Okay, 1 vote. Jamara Ugglehagen. Jamara Ugglehagen.
Yeah. No.
So context, he the Doggies had their 100-year anniversary game on the Friday night. A lot of Doggies players were invited. Apparently, Jamara was invited. Mm-hmm. So about 10:30 hits right as the Doggies game's finishing after a very historic night, but very controversial night. Jamara Ugglehagen posts on his Insta, pretty busy at the Brighton Hotel. Pretty busy. Fuck. That's a shit bloke move.
Shit bloke move. Extremely shit bloke move. He's got to be better than that. Yeah. And I don't think we'll see him play in a Dogs jersey ever again.
Honestly.
I wouldn't expect it.
Honestly, I wouldn't be against it.
No.
I'm a bit all over it. I'm a bit over it.
Yep. Look, he'll probably go to Geelong and become like a 6-time All-Australian, win the Coleman 6 years in a row, but it is what it is.
I don't think he hasn't shown anything to me that suggested that he's going to do something like that.
No, but it would be like us to lose a bloke like that.
Oh, for sure. It's just, I don't know. I feel like the off-field drama is just
not worth it for us.
Not worth it.
And we got Samka, Das and Yama, so
that's it.
We're sorted.
Das and Yama.
We are sorted.
Jamal Ugglehagen doesn't do anything that Sam Das and Yama has shown.
Okay. We'll move on to the 2 votes. This is a big one. and I've got a bit of audio just to set the tone a bit, was Elly Kunderwood back in her elite fashion on
It's
on
only
Sunday.
taken us to round 2 for Elly Kunderwood to feature. That's massive.
I think we'll just have to play this just to set the tone.
Play it,
Just
yeah.
in context, she's talking about Brisbane here against the Swans, but
6 months on from walloping the Suns on that last Saturday in September. The Brisbane Lions are back on their home deck. The flag has been unfurled.
so I guess you could get the Suns and the Swans mixed up. You know, they're both wearing red.
Suns, Swans. Fuck, she just. It's not a big tone setter when you turn the tally on and you hear that.
That's when the mute button comes on and it's a background thing for the rest of the day. Between her and Derm, I can't. I can't. It's a struggle. But that was a big blunder from her. Big blunder. That's why she's earned herself on the list of Elly Kunderwood. And she's got a solid 2 votes.
2 votes.
Two
Tell
votes.
you what, there must be something pretty abysmal to get above that this week.
It has to be pretty bad to get something worse than that.
Well, I'll tell the 3 votes. No one really knows that we're pretty knackered with this, but the Friday night umpires, we haven't really addressed it.
No.
3 votes for the Elly Kunderwood. We basically, we have addressed it.
Yeah, we've addressed it quite a bit, but it's well deserved. They put their heart and soul into that.
They did.
Obviously, they went in with a mindset into the game. It's like, boys, we know about the old Talkin Dribble Elly Kunderwood Award. We have to find ourselves at the top of this list.
Yeah, so how can we do that? Let's
And you know what?
fuck the Dogs over.
Let's absolutely just destroy the Dogs' 100-year anniversary. Let's make sure all their fans are leaving the arena
For
just
a club,
flat.
For a club that is, where our identity is battlers. Like, we've been battlers for 100 years. We've almost been out of the league. We had to merge with another club. They treated us like such. They treated us lower than the competition.
I feel disrespected. I don't know if you feel disrespected.
I definitely feel disrespected.
I feel very disrespected.
So this isn't a funny 3 votes. I don't know why people are thinking this is a funny thing.
This isn't a joke.
I'm not joking.
This is dead serious actions right here.
Oh, you saw us on the socials. Like, fuck, I could have done so much on the socials with our Talkin Dribble account. We posted the BOG.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was ready to go ham. I had to delete a few things.
Yeah, I saw. I had to take the phone out of your hands.
Yeah, you did.
And then you had to take the phone out of my hands.
Yeah, and we
It was
just
a
going
bit
back
of
and forth.
swap and change there. Yeah, nah, so it's definitely no laughing matter. They know where they stand with us, so it's up to them for the rest of the season to make that up to us.
That's it.
Good start by letting Rory Lobb get off. So that's a good start, but we need to see more from them.
We do.
They got to earn our trust back.
Anyway, that's the Elly Kunderwood Award.
Yeah,
that's
big
the Elly
week.
Kunderwood
Big
Award.
weekend.
Should we go through our round 3 tips? Yeah, and who we think's going to win?
Yeah, let's smash through these. We'll start off with Thursday night footy. Dons v Port at Marvel. Who you backing?
I'm backing Port. Did not like anything I saw from the Dons. Dons fans will be wanting a response from their squad, but just don't know where the scoring's going to come from. So Kenny's got a taste of victory this year, and I think he likes that taste.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think Port are actually really good at Marvel. Like they're a solid team at Marvel. I didn't like what I saw out of Dons as well. I think we got to take Port here. I think Dons another bottom of the barrel team this year.
Yep. Blues v Dogs.
Give me the Pups.
Pups.
Depends who's umpiring. Really, we screwed over one week. Probably will get screwed over again this week.
Yeah, I'm taking the Pups, but look, we're playing another big club. Maybe they're going to treat us like we're filth again.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We're going to this one, so we'll be there to judge.
Yeah.
And we definitely won't be carrying on. Like
No.
we didn't carry on the other night.
No carrying on.
I was tame.
I think we were the worst ones, and we were in a crowd of Collingwood fans.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I
It
think
was
we were
poor.
those fans the other day.
Yeah. But hey, it happens. It happens. But give me the Pups. Give me the Pups by 40 plus.
Jeez.
100%. Saturday Arvo. We got D's v Suns at the G. Probably another 15,000 people there.
Yeah,
big turnout.
I'm actually saying south of 10,000.
Yeah.
I'm saying south of 10,000. They just don't rock up.
They don't care.
At Marvel the other day, they closed half of level 3 because they just knew they weren't going to pack it out. So this is at the G.
We're at the start of the season.
They're going to feel like they're at I don't know, like a preseason
Yeah,
game.
nah. Give me. I think Melbourne bounce back.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not as high on Gold Coast as you are. I think they're a big chance to get done. Because I liked what we saw out of them against the Giants. Obviously, they had a stinker against Kangas, but if they can kind of get back to that form they had against the old big sound, then they could do something. Track is back, big game.
I'm taking the Suns. Like coming off a grand final last year, they're looking good. I That's the Swans.
No, that's the
No, I'm taking the Suns. I think they got the monkey off their back with their, the weird travel vibe they had. So I've got them winning against Demons this week. Saints v Tigs Saturday night.
Holy snooze fest. I think I still think Richmond won't win another game for the rest of the year. Give me the Sainties. Taking pretty clear.
Saints winning. Ross was the boss last week. He's holding on to that title for another week against 100%. The Tigs.
Yeah, love it. Saturday night, we got Hockball versus the Big Sound GWS in Tassie. Big Saturday night game.
I've got Hock winning, Hockball coming back and taking care of the Giants. I think Hogan and Stringer are coming back, but Hockball look good.
Give me the Giants. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they've got a good track record in Tassie against Hockball.
Okay.
So I'm pretty confident in the old Giants. Like, I think they're possibly the best team in the comp right now. I really like what we've seen out of them. Coming off a bye week as well. Give me the Giants there. Setting the tone nice and early and just cooking Hockball. Absolutely cooking them.
Okay. Jeez,
frying them. Frying them.
Jesus. You're so low on Hockballs.
Fry them up.
Bloody hell. You're way too low on them.
Wrap them up. They're pretenders.
Okay, Lions v Cats.
Ooh, it's at the Gabba, isn't it?
Yeah, Cattery taking charge.
At the Gabba.
Yep. They've had a bad game last week. They're not gonna have two bad games in a row. I'm telling you.
Did we watch the same team on the weekend?
Yeah, against Saints. They play bad against the Saints, but they have cash to spend, and they're going to spend it this week. They're going to make a few moves behind the scenes in the AFL and be like, lads, we're not losing two games in a row.
So obviously this is the O-round rescheduled match.
Yeah, this is the
that's a shocking call. No, Brizzy's winning this. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Cattery getting up.
That's abysmal.
They're getting a dub.
That's abysmal. We'll move on to Sunday. Crom v Kangas at Adelaide Oval.
This could be game of the round, honestly.
I'm actually keen.
Yeah.
Two teams we're still not 100% sure what they are. Like, Crom look elite right now.
Shin boners, will the shin boner be up? Will it be down?
Really depends. It's a big shin boner week.
I've got Crom.
Yeah. I've got Crom because I'm extremely high on them now. I'm very high on their forward line. I actually like them back of the ball as well. They looked really good. Very unique back there. Give me the Crom.
Nice. Eagles v Freo.
I got to back in Freo because I've tipped them to be top of the ladder. I can't give up on them this quick. If I'm still backing in my pick about Hockball, then I got to back in my pick about Freo. Yeah. I think they'll wipe the floor with the Eagles. Show a few good signs, set the tone early at Perth.
Will Longmire be sacked? Longmuir be sacked if they lose?
Oh, if they lose, he has to be. He has to be. Yeah. I'm sorry, you can't start 0-3. One of them's against West Coast at Optus. Like, this is your year to be the better Perth team.
If they lose,
like, you've got to be the better Perth.
If they lose, like, they're almost like they've got to be like labelled like the Carlton version of Western Australia.
Yeah,
they just choke leads. And they have the talent, like they have so much talent. It's like, lads, what are we doing?
They're stacked with talent and nothing looks special about them. It is the most boring brand of football I've watched.
Yeah.
There's nothing going for them.
I think they'll get their first win. I'm taking Freo.
No, I like it. We'll move on to our last segment.
Big hat bets of the week.
Our big hats bets of the week. You've got Thursday night footy, my friend.
I do. I'll get the old bet up. So this is... Look, it hasn't been a great start to the big hat tips. Hasn't.
No.
I'll give you that.
Definitely.
So whoever's hopped on, it hasn't been ideal. But
don't give up on us early.
No, that's it.
Don't give up on us.
I just need to find my...
building blocks here.
Just need to find my actual bet.
Absolute building blocks. Yeah, we've definitely had a struggle the first couple of weeks. But look, we were close. Didn't know Norton would shit the bed.
No.
I definitely tipped the wrong one on Darcy and Norton.
So my big hat bet of the week for Thursday night at Port Adelaide v Essendon. Zach Merritt, 25 touches or more. Connor Rosie, 25 touches or more. Jai Caldwell, 25 touches or more. So all three of those have hit that mark for these first two games. Georgiades. One goal or more, and Willie Rioli, one goal or more. It's a sure thing. I'm actually genuinely giving money away now. I've said that these last 2 weeks, but that's getting up.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'll get on to our Friday night game. The Little Pups taking on the Baggers at Marvel Stadium. Give me Norton and Sam Darcy for 2 or more goals. Give me Ed Richards, Bailey Dale, and Patrick Cripps for 25 touches or more. And then give me Adam Chera for 20 touches or more.
Jeez.
So you can head to our Sportsbet feed under Talkin Dribble Pod Jakey or Talkin Dribble Pod Benny to see our bet slips there and smash them and back it in. Gamble responsibly. But these bad boys are getting up this week. It's a sure thing.
We are. Actually, no, so that's our big ad bets of the week. Last segment, we're just going to be going through our top 4 teams for like each round. We're going to have top 4 teams.
Yep.
And we're just going to say that.
Yeah, love it. Do you want to start us off there?
Oh, I do. Actually, no, you start us off.
I'll start us off. I've got coming in my 1 spot, GWS Giants taking that top spot. Love what I'm seeing from them so far. Number 2, Brisbane Lions. Still, they won the premiership last year. They have to sit there. I know they struggled a little bit against West Coast, but I still think they're possibly the best team in the comp. Coming in at 3, very high on Crom, as I said before. Got them in my 3 spot. Until they prove me wrong and have a bad game, they're going to keep climbing those ranks. And then number 4, I guess Hawkball can be at 4. Yeah. I guess they can sit there.
Jeez, don't be too high on them.
I guess they can sit there. They've played 3 games and won all 3, so I guess they can be at the top of the ladder. But that's cool. I guess they can sit at 4.
Surprised you didn't have Freo in there, you flog. Anyway, number 1, I got my top 4 teams. Hawkball, number 1. Best team in the league. They're showing it. They're walking up every week.
Walking up every week.
They're walking up. Fuck. They're walking up every week. Okay. When are we walking up every week? Number 2. Number 2. Oh, brother. Number 2, I got the GWS Giants. Great big sound. Second best team in the league. Going to be a good matchup. So maybe whoever wins this.
Whoever wins
this will be top spot. Number 3, got the Lions, Brizzy Lions. Looking good. And number 4, got Crom. They've surprised everyone this year, so Crom.
Love it. That's we wish weight there. I love it. That's quality
anyway,
stuff.
that's footy wrapped up. That's us
big
done.
Week. Very keen. Huge week ahead of us. Tune in, and then Pups getting a big win this weekend.
Pups are getting a big win. So this is what, F18?
F18,
stay tuned for F19 later this week. But catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Look us up on socials, Insta, Facebook, TikTok, X. Thanks for having us.
We out.